Like lockdown restaurants everywhere, business at Tradizioni in Cambridge has been slow. Takeaway orders have helped owner Andrea Scaramuccia stay afloat, but only a change to social distancing rules will keep him open long term.
Could be absolutely fantastic, and it means that this business could survive to the coronavirus.
Because social distancing is between people, not tables, a 2-metre limit means there's only room for 8 diners in this restaurant. But reducing it to 1 metre more than doubles the covers to 18 and changes the business case from pointless to profit-making. One thing about Cambridge is you're never more than a few metres from an expert. This one is advising government on how to make the policy safe.
The prevalence is coming down, and then if we also introduce other measures as well, then actually it's not necessarily an increase in risk. There are other things that can be used to try and keep the risks within a comfortable level. A big thing for me regarding just the internal environment is making sure that it is really well ventilated. To then draw air through the space is really, really helpful to reduce the overall concentration of any virus particles that might be in the air.
Other measures are crucial, but in lockdown require some TV trickery to explain. For instance, I could order and pay for my food on my phone to reduce the amount of time that I'm interacting with the waiting staff. Here, my table's orientated at right angles to the one next to me to prevent any virus on my breath being carried over to the table that's adjacent. With measures like those in place, it's theoretically possible to reduce the risk of the virus spreading in a restaurant even with 1 metre social distance. But what if you're just going out for a drink? We went to the local pub. Here, even the best barman will struggle to mix socialising with social distance.
Maybe this is an example where face coverings would be an opportunity to reduce the transmission risk of droplets. But if you're paying by your phone, reduces the contact risk by handing money over as well. Hitting as many of these transmission avenues as possible is a really good way of making these environments safer.
Some pubs are looking at app-based ordering. Government has even floated the idea of a guest book for drinkers to sign to help trace any contacts of a COVID-positive customer.
We need to get it down to 1 metre as soon as possible. If it's just to let us open the beer garden, then that's fine. But make it clear what we're allowed to do.
The science isn't certain, but pubs and restaurants will put it to the test.
The problem with what the government is suggesting is that social distancing is potentially being reduced in some of the highest risk settings for coronavirus transmission. Actually, we might have to fundamentally rethink how these social interactions happen.
It's likely a night out in the pandemic will have to stay under constant review. If there is a change to social distancing, it won't be the last orders from the government. Tom Clarke, News at 10, Cambridge.